was convinced my husband's son hated my guts. He would always watch me from a distance, his gaze a dark, unnerving stare from the shadows. Then, I stumbled upon a trending post on a local forum. If my parents get divorced, how do I get my mom to take me? She's not my birth mom, but I like her. The kitten wasn't born from her either, but the kitten gets to stay with her. Why can't I? Can a person turn into a kitten? Sensing the poster was just a kid, some users decided to tease him. Why don't you try forging a paternity test? A few days later, 6-year-old Leo Hayes, holding a DNA test report, knocked on my bedroom door. Just before I saw that post, I was instructing the staff on organizing the seasonal wardrobe change. Not too far away, Leo was hiding behind a wall, half of his little head peeking out, his dark eyes fixed on me. I sighed. I honestly had no idea how to connect with my stepson. His father, Joe Hayes, and I were in a marriage of convenience. He was consumed by his work and worried the staff would mistreat his son. My family's business was on the brink of collapse, desperate for a lifeline. It was a perfect match. Before the wedding, Joe warned me that his son was unique, quiet. He asked me to be patient and just make sure the staff didn't bully him. So, on my first day as lady of the house, I had security cameras installed in all the common areas. I tried to talk to Leo, to draw him out, but he remained cold and distant. That all changed the day I fired the nanny who had raised him since he was a baby. He cried his eyes out, and from that day on, he was always there, in the distance, staring at me from the shadows. I was racking my brain for a way to bridge the gap between us when the algorithm blessed me with that post. At first, the title seemed like a call for help. Evil stepmom has moved in. How does a smart kid fight back and not get bullied? It was clearly from a child's perspective. I clicked on it out of curiosity. The poster's mix of childish innocence and adult-like phrasing was oddly charming. He described his family as wealthy, a single dad with a young son who had just remarried. But the more I read, the more a strange feeling crept over me. The details were uncannily similar to my own situation with Leo. The only difference was the poster's reaction. Take the nanny incident, for example. The poster wrote, "Battle report. That woman fired the nanny who's taken care of me my whole life." I cried. The comments exploded. WTF. I thought this was a joke post, but this is a real evil stepmom. It's only been a few days and she already got rid of his childhood nanny. Dude, slow down. But a lifelong nanny? This kid is definitely rich. The new wife is probably a gold digger. She'll have her own kid, push this one out, and turn him into a useless brat to secure the inheritance. Poster, you're in danger. I've got a whole library of novels about evil stepmom schemes. Want me to send you some for research? Poor baby, you must be so heartbroken right now. The poster replied, "I'm not heartbroken. I cried because I was so happy. That horrible nanny is finally gone. She never let me dress myself. She even insisted on spoon-feeding me, going on about how I was a precious little prince born to be pampered. Before that woman arrived, the nanny kept bad-mouthing her and telling me how much better her own niece was, how she'd be a much better fit to take care of me. It was so annoying. I told her to stop, but she never listened, so I gave up. I'm so glad that woman got rid of her." Someone asked why he didn't just tell his dad. The poster, "Dad is really busy. I don't want to be a burden. I have to be considerate." Reading that, my heart ached a little. The other users were flooded with sympathy. Then, one user commented, "This sounds a bit off. Is it possible the stepmom saw what was happening and fired the nanny to help you? So the stepmom is actually a good person? Let's not get ahead of ourselves. It could have been a villainous plot that backfired and accidentally did some good." The poster, "I don't know if she's a good person. She makes me dress and feed myself now. She doesn't even care that I'm a picky eater. My old nanny would always force me to eat my celery. Today, she just watched me pick it out and didn't say a word." A user replied, "You're too innocent, kid. This is probably a classic move to make you weak and dependent. I have an idea. A test to see if your stepmom is truly good. You seem smart and articulate for your age, so here's the plan. If